Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the first video on the Freo Faithful YouTube channel. I'm joined by my co-host, the co-owner, the man that is UCAT. Say good day, UCAT. What are you saying?
Oh, I'm very, very excited for this channel to finally be underway. It's been a long time in the making, a long time talking about it. Very much a passion project for both of us. We're so excited to see where this club goes and ride the highs and lows week in, week out. So yeah, so pumped to finally get this underway.
Yeah, so the idea sort of came about probably towards the back end of last year. Like the sort of fan channel format has been popping off all over the Premier League for a while, but we're starting to see it in the AFL with channels like the Debrief and Blue Abroad, who we've definitely taken inspiration from. But yeah, we just wanted to provide a voice for the fans. Obviously, like you get the Docker TV, you get the Instagram, and there's some good pages like Freo Hub and that type of thing, but we sort of just wanted to provide a platform where the fans can be heard week in, week out, and that's where it sort of come from, didn't it, Noah?
Yeah, it has. It's a very good year to be starting it as well, with so much hype around the club. This is the most hype I feel like in my lifetime there's ever been around the club going into a season. I don't think there's really a fan that's really going in with a pessimistic point of view into season 2025. So it's such a good time to start it. I'm sure a lot of fans will want their voice heard. We certainly want our voices heard. And yeah, I'm just so keen to get ripping in.
What won't be happening on this channel is what you see on fan channels like Arsenal Fan TV, where we just rip into the players. Like, we want this to be a positive but fair space. Obviously, if a player has a bad game, we can say the player had a bad game, but we're not going to absolutely dox their life and all that type of stuff. So what's the content going to look like this season? So me and Noah will be doing a sort of weekly potty after the game. It'll probably be released on a Monday night, where we just discuss everything that's going on in that week. So after the game, sort of reviewing it. There's going to be game previews with content creators from other clubs, getting that collaboration in. Obviously on game day, there's going to be an instant reaction. So that's most likely going to be fan cams, where we hop on a live stream and we get you guys in to come and have your say on the game. This channel isn't about me and Noah. It's about providing a platform for you guys to speak. And any other content that you guys want to contribute. I think Blue Abroad, the Carlton fan channel, does it best, where you sort of build up a community to a point where we meet you guys, and then if you guys want to start your own sort of segments on Freo Faithful, we'd be open to that as well. Have you got anything to add to that, Big UCAT?
Well, I think you've nailed it. Like, this is very much a community-focused channel. This isn't the Druzy and UCAT Talk Fremantle channel. This is for the fans. This is by the fans. You see a lot of commercialized mainstream sort of outlets try and do something similar, but this genuinely is made by two Freo fans who grew up in Perth and just love their footy. Yep. So yeah, I hope you guys can all relate to us week in, week out. Whether we have a good game or a bad game, as you said, we won't be going on any witch hunts. Yeah, I hope this is just a very, very healthy platform for the club, for the fans, and for everyone involved.
Yeah, it'd be cool if Freo actually did take notice of this and viewed it through a positive lens, because we don't want to bicker with the club. Obviously, this has the potential to grow pretty big just through mine and UCAT's ability to grow channels, and obviously having the Freo fans all come together on one platform and have their say, it should grow. But yeah, just as a point of how much we want this to be a collaborative effort, me and UCAT went through and made 4 logos, or UCAT made 4 logos. I sat on the other end of Discord telling him what to do, basically. But we made 4 logos, and the first one that we made is the one that you see now. And after making the 4 logos, we're like, nah, we're not using that one. But we're like, no, we should put it to a vote. Like, if this is going to be a democracy, if this is going to be a fair channel where the fans have their say, we'll put it to a vote. So we put it to a vote, and surely enough, the one that we didn't want to win got the win and is now the profile photo on Instagram.
We were saying it beforehand as well. Like, we both preferred all 3 other logos, but we absolutely knew which one was going to win because it was sort of the most complex in a way. But yeah, democracy's democracy.
The most nostalgic for sure. So yeah, what do we want from you guys as well? So hop on the fan cams every week. This is the voice of the fans. That's sort of the motto of this channel. So come in, have your say, generate discussion in the comments, and yeah, let's just run this up. So yeah, like you were saying, you made a good point that there's not many Dockers fans that are entering this season with pessimism. It's a very good way to talk about it. We've definitely entered the premiership window. There's so much to look forward to this season. Obviously, the finish to last year was shocking. It sucked.
But we honestly don't have to talk about it. Like, let's just look forward. That was absolutely...
Yeah, that's it. Freo Faithful was established in 2025, not 2024.
Exactly right.
But no, there's so much excitement at the club right now. Our list is still ridiculously young. I searched up the other day the age of, I think it was Luke Jackson for some reason, just for a conversation I was having. He's still 23. Tracy's 22. Amos is 21. Sarong and Brayshaw still 25 or below. I think Sarong might be 23 even, and Hayden Young. These are superstars of the competition, and they're not even near hitting their prime. So, yeah, no, it's super exciting. You add Shea Bolton into the mix there. And yeah, guys like Amos, who's going to have a massive year this year. There's so much to look forward to. What are you looking forward to this year, Noah?
Well, that's the insane thing. Like, coming from 2016, where we really fell off a cliff, coming off that minor premiership in 2015, we've just had a slow build each and every year. We had a little bit of a high in 2022. In 2023, I sort of looked at it as 2 steps back, or 1 step back to go 2 steps forward. We couldn't take the extra leap in 2024, but I really feel like this sort of 9-10 year build is coming towards its tippy end. And the great thing is that's not the case, because the list is still so ridiculously young. I think you've got to give a lot of credit to just how we've constructed this list. We've sort of maintained the older guys for the more experienced heads and transitioned them in with some incredible drafting. I mean, Brayshaw and Sarong, they are 2 pillars of the club, and we sometimes take it for granted. Like, they were 2 incredibly drafted picks by the club. We've drafted very well over the years. We've built a good list through the trade period, and we're finally coming into the sort of point of the rebuild where we can start to see some, hopefully the reward that, you know, I think every Dockers fan wants. And that
just say the premiership.
I don't want to say the P word. I don't want to say the P word. It's too scary. Maybe by round 11 when we're sitting 10-1, I might say it. But at this point, I'm trying to stay level-headed, but God, I'm so excited.
Yeah, no, you made a good point there. Like, a lot of credit has to go to Simon Garlick about where this list is currently at. I'd say this is the best list Freo has ever had right now. Like,
yeah, I'd agree.
Even comparing it to 2013, where we had a good list, there was still a lot of battlers in that side. Like, you know, your Tommy Sheridan types, your Tendai Mazungus, your Paul Duffields, Cam Sutcliffe, guys like that were role players and played well under Ross Lyon. But like, we have genuine guns in every position now. Like, you talk about the draft, Brayshaw, Sarong, Young, those are probably the key ones. I'm sure there's heaps I'm missing. Oh, Amos, like the top end talent. Heath Chapman,
Tracy in the rookie draft. Like,
well, that's what I was talking about, like the high end talent that we've got, that we've nailed, and then you take guys like Josh Tracy. Luke Ryan was a pretty late pick. I know he's been around for a while. I think even Brendan Cox was a pretty late pick as well. So like, this list has just been constructed perfectly. You pair that with the players that we've traded in guys like Jordan Clark, who's becoming one of the best running halfbacks in the league. Luke Jackson, who's an absolute unicorn, has untapped potential. And now Shea Bolton. I mean, come on. As if Shea Bolton's going to be running around our forward line in 2025. It's just ridiculous. So the list is looking good. It's now on the fans to get behind the boys, to cheer them onto a flag, and for JL to get the most out of this list.
Yeah, absolutely. This is such an exciting time for the club, as I've already said. JL's now had about 5-6 years to really get his hands all over this list and to hopefully turn them into what we all want them to be. And one guy you didn't mention there, Jeremy Sharp, I think another bit of credit that has got to be given to the higher end of the club is just getting these outsider sort of guys. Like, we call Jordan Clark a superstar now, but he was on the verge at Geelong. Like, he was very in and out of the 22. So to find these sort of gems like him, Sharp, I mean, let's not forget about Will Brody's first season. He turned us into that nearly top-end final side. So there's still so much talent in the wings at the club. It's probably the most depth we've ever had. It's really, really hard 100%. To find a hole in our list at the moment.
Yeah, like the depth is ridiculous at this point. Like, the fact that Will Brody hasn't played consistent footy after that 2022 season is ridiculous because he was probably like one of our most important players that year.
Insane.
So the fact that he's not getting a game and guys like Neil Erasmus, who was like WA's pretty much highest prospect in that draft. I think that was the Jai Amos draft. I reckon.
It was, yeah. It was Erasmus, Amos, and
Johnson.
Yeah.
So yeah, like the fact that like Erasmus is struggling to get a game, he'd get a game, and so would Will Brodie at probably like at least 10 clubs in the AFL. So yeah, it's exciting, very exciting times. Our backs are rock solid. We got Alex Pearce, who's been a really good leader in the past season. So hopefully he can stay fit and back it up. We've got Josh Tracy in the leadership group now, the big kahuna, one of the best key forwards emerging in the AFL. So just so much optimism, which is why like making this channel made so much sense. It'd be hard to make this channel when it's, 2017, 2018 in the Ross Lyon era. But we're in a good place. It's an exciting time to support the club. I've been a Freo member since I was 3 years old. I've got my 20-year membership pack coming in the mail at the moment. And yeah, as long as I've been making YouTube videos, UCAT's been along the way with me. Did you ever have a membership at Subi?
I did, yeah. I've been a member since I was born. So I'm
there you go.
17-year member now this year. I was actually at Coburn the other day and I saw your name on the wall. So you're still getting recognition back home. Yeah, there's a wall next to the admin at Coburn Arc, which has like all the 20+ year members.
Come on.
So yeah,
let's go.
The big Andrew Cox was up there.
Hey, come on. That's good. I'm getting that recognition, that, what's it called? The exposure.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope they should have done Andrew Freo Faithful / Druzy Cox.
Exactly. They really missed the mark there, didn't they? I might follow them up.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. That's actually cool though. And yeah, I think another thing the club's done really well is sort of started to integrate the fans. Like Simon Garlick speaking on Backchat a while ago, sort of spoke about the values of the club, and it sort of sounds like a cliche, but like one of them is like make the Freo family proud. Because we're sick of just being a small club that sort of lingers in the shadows, like as much as people over East, even though I live over East, but like Freo is actually a very big club. Like we get like 45,000 people to most games at this point. Freo has a rich footballing history. And yeah, we're not just going to take part anymore. We want to win flags.
I mean, just adding to that, like we are genuinely, in terms of, I mean, going a little bit off field now, in terms of every sporting club, I think NRL and AFL combined in 2024, we were the second most profitable. Like off the field, we are absolutely making strides. Coburn's getting a massive redevelopment at the moment at our training ground. We're making strides within the community. The players are just, the playing group feels so likable at the moment.
Yeah.
And I just feel like on the field is the most important thing, obviously, because that's what wins premierships. But I think the culture we're building off it is so important as well. And we just want to buy into a bit of that positivity.
100%. It's a massive selling point at the moment as well. Like Murphy Reed, who got drafted this year, we pretty much just sold him on how good our culture is. Like guys like Caleb Sarong, who were quite hesitant to come over West and start their life and make a career in Perth. We can now just sell them on the culture and where the club is heading in so many facets. There's not really any negative tone at the club at the moment at all, except for the big elephant in the room that we haven't won a flag. But they're on. And they know that we're ready to take it to that next level now. We're well placed. Simon Garlick's done a great job, as I've said. He did the same thing with the Bulldogs. Took them from, I think it was 2008. I think they made a prelim, or they had a really good year in 2008. And Simon Garlick pretty much looked at the list and said, we need to do a full-scale rebuild here, which shocked a lot of people. But took them to a premiership in 2016. And even though they haven't sort of recaptured that, they've still been a contender all throughout that period. The Bulldogs obviously lost the grand final in that period as well, and they sort of make finals every year. Not that we want to be the Western Bulldogs.
No, we don't.
Just that sustained period of success that you see clubs like Geelong, Hawthorn, Sydney having. That's what we're working towards, and we're in a great place to do that. So the last question of the video, are we going to win the flag? I'll answer it first. Yes, of course we're going to win the flag this year.
I don't actually see a possibility that we don't win the flag. Like, the confidence is through the roof. All the pessimism's gone. My optimism is absolutely sky high. The season starts in 3 weeks, and my dreams are probably going to start start crumbling down again. We're probably going to lose to the Indigenous All-Stars this weekend and have Cozzy kick 10 on us. And my dreams will come crumbling down. But, you know what? As long as we ride the wave, as long as we just take it week by week, stay level-headed, I'm sure it'll hold us in good stead.
Cozzy can kick 10 on us this week, and then next year come over and kick 10 again.
Exactly.
Yeah. As if we're going to get Cozzy as well.
And that's a certainty. I'm confident about that.
Yeah. All the headlines are pointing towards Cozzy playing for Freo. Quinton Narkle will come to the club as well. Welcome, Quinton Narkle.
Just a bit of depth. Just him in the wings. He's not even guaranteed a best 23 spot. That is crazy.
That was just smart decision making because I'm pretty sure Narkle's sister is Cozzy Pickett's wife.
Yes, and one of our SSPs we're training on at the moment, Isaiah Dudley, is Cozzy's cousin. So it's all just sort of linking in. If we give him a list spot,
Come on, Cozzy. We'll have 2 parts of that D's premiership side, Cozzy and Dogger in our team. Hopefully they can add another flag to their belts.
I'm just really keen to get this kick started. This is more of just an intro video to tell you guys about what this sort of is. Very much community driven. And from here on out, we're just going to kick into gear. The 2025 season's 3.5 weeks away. We play the Indigenous All-Stars this weekend. I am so keen. It's ridiculous how off the scale my excitement is at the moment. And can't wait to take you guys along with the ride.
It hasn't really felt like this off-season's been very long. I don't know why. It's actually come around pretty quick, the footy season.
We always say this, though, when we get to this stage. It's felt long. There's been cricket on for so long. And look, I love cricket, but
I don't think it has felt long. I'm saying, it's actually gone pretty quick.
Jeez, all right. Maybe a different perspective, but God, I'm just so
Maybe it's just because I'm older than you, bro. I've just got that, relative life age on you, you know?
Yeah, right. Let's not play the age card here, mate. Come on.
It's just simple relativity of time, bro. Anyway, we won't get into that. This is a Freo channel. But it's true. If you're a 90-year-old has a faster year than a 10-year-old does because they've lived more life and 1 year is less. Anyway,
I don't think that's the case. All right, move on.
It is, bro. See, this is another weird thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm 23. UCAT is 14.
Okay, that's just a lie, but we'll move on.
The first time me and UCAT, just for context, ever linked up to make a video was in 2021,
I reckon.
It's the start of 2021.
I think we got on a call 2020 to make something, yeah.
Yeah. And I think, didn't you lie about your age? I was like, do you want to come help film? And you were like, yeah. And I was like, wait, how old are you? This is weird.
Yeah.
How old were you at that time? Were you 14?
2021. I honestly could not tell you. I'd probably be around that, yeah.
Well, what year were you born?
I was born in 07.
Yeah, so you were 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually can't think. It's just a massive.
No, I think I was 13 because my birthday's in October.
Oh, that is grim.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway, UCAT is a young wizard. All the graphics and stuff you see, the logo, the banner, a lot of the editing, the live stream stuff, when it all comes around, this channel will look slick. And it will be as a result of the man that you see on screen right now. We're going to have some people come in and help with the Instagram as well to make a bit of a presence on that platform. We're going to build up the Instagram. Most of the content's obviously going to be on the YouTube. And the Freo family will all come together to create and celebrate, hopefully, a flag.
Please. This has got to be it. I don't think I can wait another year.
I suppose the last thing to say is subscribe to join the Freo Faithful. If you're a Dockers fan, there is not going to be a better channel on YouTube for you to follow and, to support altogether. It's not about me and Noah, as we said. This is about the Fremantle Dockers fans. So if you want to support the channel and bring better content and more eyes to the channel and potentially even down the line collabs with the football club, which would be absolutely unreal.
The dream. Just
hit subscribe and like the videos. That's all you can really do to support. Get in the comments and have your say as a fan as well. But I reckon we wrap it up there, Noah. Thank you for joining me, young man. You will have school tomorrow, I expect.
Yeah, unfortunately. That's all right, though. Straight after school, first thing I'm doing, Freo Faithful, get cracked in. Come on.
Come on. Imagine, meeting a kid, going to uni for 4 years, traveling for a year and a half, moving to a new city, and is still in high school.
Oh, we're pushing the pointy end now. There was actually a bloke in school today. She was just walking up the stairs. UCAT, I'll watch you on YouTube.
Nice.
Crazy. He's probably a Freo Faithful fan.
Yeah, well, he wants to be. Get him subscribed.
Exactly,
we'll get him on the channel. Thank you guys for watching the first video on Freo Faithful. Make sure to subscribe, like, and get in the comments. Follow up Freo Faithful on Instagram, as well as myself and UCAT, and we'll see you very soon. I appreciate you watching. Take care.